a lot of talk about HoloID Cup these past few weeks. I've seen the clips. Area 15 especially, they've talked about it, and I just want to clarify and give you a little bit of what's going on. So to give you all a quick TLDR, Moona Senpai has stepped down from being the head of HoloID Cup and she decided to give the torch to me. So basically, I am now the head of the next HoloID Cup, HoloID Cup 2025. One of the reasons why she stepped down, she wants to be the participant instead of the organizer, if that makes sense. Which is fair, you know? I mean, she never really went into the games for the last 3 years, so it makes sense. And there's also been a lot of rumors about how HoloID Cup is not happening, and I would like to make it clear that HoloID Cup is certainly not happening in Minecraft. So, why are we not doing it on Minecraft? Simple, because I feel like, at least in HoloID, okay, at least in HoloID, there's only 3 other people who are actively playing Minecraft, and one of them doesn't even play Minecraft that often anymore, you know? So I thought about it, I'm like, you know, only 1/3 of us plays Minecraft, so might as well allocate the event somewhere elsewhere where it's not Minecraft, you know? I feel like everybody's gotten bored of it, and it's going to get a lot more repetitive. Which is why I will be doing my best as the head of HoloID Cup organizer to rid of Minecraft from HoloID Cup. I feel like we could do something else quite entirely, you know? I have a little anecdote, but you guys probably already heard this from Moona Senpai. So, the first time I came up with this year's HoloID Cup, I proposed the idea to management first to see if they're able to support us, and it turns out management was definitely okay with my idea. And so, once I got the okay from management, I decided to share it with the other girlies. I'm like, hey, guess what? It's not going to be in Minecraft. We're going to do it completely different. And I told them, well, if you guys have any feedbacks or inputs, please do tell me, you know? And then I think Moona Senpai said something along the lines of, oh, I'm mad. Which made me go, huh? You are? You're mad? I gave her the idea and she's like, oh, I'm mad. And she didn't really include like any exclamation marks. She didn't include any emojis. And I was panicking. I was like, wow. She gave me the responsibility of being the head of HoloID Cup and I just ruined it for her. Yeah, and at that moment, I was so freaked out that I decided to reach out to M10. I was like, okay, M10, remember that idea I just gave you? Yeah, can we like hold it off real quick? Because Moona Senpai just said that she's actually mad, and I am scared. M10 ended up having to consult Moona about it. She was like, hey, Moona, we heard that you didn't actually like Ollie's idea of this year's HoloID Cup. Can you tell us why? And then Moona was like, oh, was that what she said? I was actually joking. I was like, God dang it! To explain why she sent me I'm mad was because I said something along the lines of, oh, if you actually mind us doing this, or if you don't actually like the idea, please be sure to tell me. And she wanted to say, oh, I'm mad, so that I'd ask her, why are you mad? And then she would respond with, I'm mad, why didn't we do this last year? She wanted to make a lighthearted joke. It's just that it didn't got delivered well. Yeah. So the only reason to why there hasn't been any updates on HoloID Cup is that needs to be remembered that I am working alone. I do not have anybody assisting me for HoloID Cup, and I do have my own schedules. I have World Tour coming up this year, and I have some very exciting stuff also this year. I swear, there's a lot of things being cooked. That's why I haven't been streaming as much. That's why there hasn't been any updates regarding HoloID Cup at all. But it will happen one way or another, because if Plan A doesn't work, then I'll do something else. I have like a backup plan. It won't be as grand as a Minecraft tournament, but it'll be as easy for the participants to participate in.